what would happen if for 5 or 10 minutes you just stopped trying to figure everything out and just enjoyed life? I think you'd find that life gets a lot easier. Your anxiety goes away and you stop worrying. I was, and to be honest I still am, very notorious for trying to figure everything out before I start and trying to have, a plan in place, trying to have all the pieces of the puzzle done before I even start the puzzle. And that's never how it works. I would spend so long on YouTube, YouTubing how to do this, how to do that, trying to figure out how to do it. And I'm like, bro, if you would just start doing it, you'd figure it out as you're going. And that was how I used to be. I've had this weird period of learning bad habits and now having to unlearn them. Because when I was younger, me and my friend, we used to go out on our push bikes all the time. And this is BMX. So they're little small bikes, stunt bikes. And we'd go out and we would literally just spend all day on our bikes. You would never catch us outside of the house without our bikes. We would cycle everywhere. We would cycle to London, then we would cycle around London all day, then we would cycle home from London. And mind you, we lived about 15, 16 miles away from London, so it'd take us 2 hours to cycle into London. We'd be cycling whilst we're in London, then we would cycle home. And on days like that, we would wing it. We'd be like, right, cool, let's just start following road signs, see how we can get to London. And we would just cycle to London. I didn't figure out the whole route before we started. We just went. And when it came to learning tricks, I'd be like, oh, cool, I've seen someone do a 360. I've seen someone do a 180. I can do that. And then I would just keep trying. And I would keep trying. I would keep trying. I'd keep trying. And eventually, lo and behold, I got it. But I didn't sit there and watch 500 YouTube videos and trying to figure out, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? I just started doing it. I started doing the simplest form of it, which was, how do I do it? Well, if I turn and jump, then maybe that would do it. No, it didn't. And then you figure out what went well and what went wrong. And you focus on what went well and start trying to eliminate what didn't go well. And then eventually you get it. And that's the same with everything. It's the same with even my videos. The last video I put up, I didn't really feel like I did it very well, but I did it. It was the first step. It was, how can I make a YouTube video? This is it. I made it. I edited it. Uploaded it. I got some really good feedback from friends and family and a couple of you guys on the internet. And now I'm trying to improve. I'm getting my storytelling better. I'm making, some better editing choices, perhaps. I don't know. I'm not editing yet. And so adding more things in to make it more entertaining, to make it better, to make the story hit, and to get my point across. That's exactly why you need to stop trying to figure everything out and just enjoy it. You're never going to truly have anything figured out. You're never going to have it figured out until you've done it. It's one of the main reasons why I love martial arts so much, and just exercise in general, because you can use the instance of Muay Thai, which is one of the things that I enjoy doing a lot. When I'm there, I'm training. I'm not constantly thinking about how to do things right. I'm just doing them, noticing what's going wrong, and then tweaking it a little bit. And especially if you're sparring or fighting, where is the time to be thinking, oh, I need to do this, 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 and that? Granted, professional fighters are thinking, but they're not overthinking. They're just like, right, cool, I've just seen something over there. My opponent's doing this and he's doing that. And then they start to capitalize. And they start to take advantage of their opponent's fonts. But they're not thinking about everything. They're thinking about right here. They're thinking about right now. There's very little you can think about when there's a punch coming straight at you. Oh, I'm about to get punched. I either get punched or I move and don't get punched. It's literally as simple as that. You're just doing instead of thinking everything. You don't need to have everything figured out before you start. You don't need to have everything figured out to do the things that you love. Most of the greatest things in the world are without thought, or without, figuring out. Like love. You don't figure out how to love. You don't figure out how to be loved. You just are. You just do. The same as like growth. Granted, you can learn how to grow, but you don't grow through thinking. You grow through doing. You grow through learning, yes. But you learn through doing. And you learn from failures. Like 100% you learn the most from failing. You learn more from failing than you do from winning. It's the failures and the continuing through each failure that builds into the success. I have a challenge for you. For the next 24 hours, stop analysing everything and just live. Just do something. Anything. Something you've been worried about doing that you really want to do it. Like for example, if it is make a video, if it's film yourself, if it's take a really cool picture of you in a park somewhere with the sun setting behind you, but you've been too scared what other people think. Stop analysing what other people think. Start doing what you feel to do, what you want to do, and what you think is a good idea. And just do it for the next 24 hours, okay? And if tomorrow or the next 24 hours isn't amazing, you've learned. And now you know how to improve it. You know how to make the next one even better. But you've learned something. Can you do that? I know you can. You're pretty strong. You're pretty powerful. You just don't know it yet.